The Book of Enoch, excluded from most biblical canons, offers profound insights into early Jewish and Christian thought. It reveals startling details about fallen angels, cosmic secrets, and apocalyptic prophecies. Its exclusion raises questions about its controversial theological implications, drawing interest from spiritual seekers and scholars intrigued by its forbidden knowledge.
Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah, is a mysterious biblical figure who walked with God for 365 years before being taken by God, bypassing death. In Jewish mysticism, he transforms into Metatron, the celestial scribe. Enoch's legacy extends into apocalyptic literature, influencing esoteric traditions across various faiths. The Book of Enoch, a compilation of texts attributed to Enoch, emerged between 250 BC and 50 AD. It consists of 5 sections: the Book of the Watchers, Parables, Astronomical Book, Dream Visions, and Epistle of Enoch. Originating in Aramaic or Hebrew, it was preserved in Ge'ez by the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, reflecting Second Temple period apocalyptic themes. For nearly 2 millennia, the Book of Enoch was unknown to Western Christianity and Judaism, preserved only by the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. Rediscovered in 1773 by James Bruce, its significance was confirmed when Aramaic fragments were found among the Dead Sea Scrolls, highlighting its ancient Jewish origins and sparking renewed interest.
The Book of the Watchers, spanning chapters 1 to 36, reveals a cosmic drama where 200 angels, led by Semyaza and Azazel, defy divine order by taking human wives. They impart forbidden knowledge, including metallurgy and sorcery, suggesting civilization's advancement through angelic revelation. This rebellion results in the Nephilim's birth, spreading violence and corruption across Earth.
The Nephilim, born from the union of watchers and human women, were giants of immense strength, described as 4,500 feet tall. Their insatiable hunger led them to consume all resources, including humans, causing chaos. This narrative expands on Genesis 6's mighty men of old, with historical interpretations often linking large fossils to Nephilim remains. The Book of Enoch expands on the Great Flood, attributing it to the corruption by the Watchers and Nephilim. Archangels report this to God, leading to the binding of rebellious angels and the flood's cleansing. Nephilim spirits persist as demons, afflicting humanity. Enoch foretells a final judgment for these entities, emphasizing divine justice.
The Book of Similitudes presents Enoch's divine visions of a pre-creation messianic figure, the Son of Man, who will execute final judgment. Enoch's parables reveal cosmic secrets and heavenly worship, influencing apocalyptic literature. This section's portrayal of a heavenly messianic figure predates Christianity, raising questions about its impact on later theological developments.
Enoch's astronomical book, guided by Uriel, explores celestial mechanics, detailing the sun, moon, and stars' paths. It advocates a 364-day solar calendar, challenging the Second Temple's lunar system. 6 solar gates explain seasonal day-night variations. Enoch's precise lunar phase calculations were vital for religious observances. Stellar geography integrates astronomy with ancient religious cosmology.
The Book of Dream Visions reveals Enoch's prophetic dreams, starting with the flood and leading to the animal apocalypse, a symbolic retelling of history. Humans appear as animals, angels as humans, and the narrative spans from creation to a messianic age, where all creatures return to their original pure state, symbolizing a cosmic renewal.
The Epistle of Enoch, chapters 91-108, delivers moral exhortations and apocalyptic prophecies, emphasizing righteousness versus wickedness. The Apocalypse of Weeks divides history into 10 epochs, culminating in final judgment and cosmic renewal. Righteousness leads to eternal life, while wickedness faces inevitable judgment. Followers are urged to pursue wisdom, avoid greed, and maintain purity, awaiting divine vindication.
The Book of Enoch's controversial nature arises from its radical theological claims, challenging mainstream religious views. Its angelology attributes sin to angelic interference, undermining human free will. Enoch's esoteric revelations and apocalyptic imagery discomforted authorities, fearing sectarian movements. The text's portrayal of multiple messianic figures and deterministic history further complicated theological frameworks in early Judaism and Christianity.
Enoch's themes, such as elaborate angelology, pre-existent messianic figures, and cosmic determinism, posed significant challenges to early religious authorities. The text's detailed angelic hierarchies and speculative narratives were seen as heretical. Its portrayal of a pre-existent Messiah complicated Christian theology, while its deterministic view of history conflicted with emerging doctrines of free will and ecclesial authority. The exclusion of Enoch from biblical canons was a gradual process influenced by its apocalyptic themes and angelic speculations, which clashed with emerging Orthodox interpretations. Doubts about its authorship and potential to inspire radical movements further marginalized it. As church hierarchies solidified, texts like Enoch, emphasizing direct divine revelation, threatened ecclesiastical control.
The Book of Enoch faced systematic suppression post-exclusion from biblical canons. By the 5th century, church authorities discouraged possession of non-canonical texts. The Gelasian decree condemned Enoch, leading to its erasure in Western Christianity. Only in Ethiopia did it survive, preserved in Gaia's translation, due to geographical isolation and independent Christian tradition.
The Book of Enoch, despite its exclusion from most biblical canons, profoundly influenced canonical scriptures. It shares thematic and linguistic parallels with books like Daniel, Ezekiel, and Isaiah. The New Testament letter of Jude directly quotes Enoch, indicating its authoritative status in early Christian communities. Enoch's angelology and apocalyptic imagery shaped early Christian and Gnostic literature. The Book of Enoch's modern rediscovery began in 1773 with James Bruce's acquisition of Ethiopic manuscripts. Richard Lawrence's 1821 English translation sparked scholarly interest. The Dead Sea Scrolls, discovered between 1947 and 1956, included Aramaic fragments confirming Enoch's pre-Christian Jewish origins. These findings established Enoch as a crucial text for understanding Second Temple Judaism. The Book of Enoch's viral resurgence on platforms like TikTok and YouTube highlights its portrayal as forbidden knowledge. With over 10 million monthly searches and 500 million TikTok views, interest has surged 300% since 2020. This fascination often intertwines historical facts with conspiracy theories, suggesting deliberate suppression by religious authorities, resonating with spiritual seekers and conspiracy enthusiasts. The Book of Enoch offers insights into Second Temple Judaism and apocalyptic literature, contextualizing biblical texts. However, viewing it as suppressed truth risks misunderstanding its historical context. It contains inconsistencies and evolved theological concepts indicating human authorship. For religious history students, it illuminates apocalyptic thought and angelology, while some find spiritual value in its cosmology and moral framework. The Book of Enoch's journey from respected text to marginalized work highlights humanity's complex relationship with religious authority. Its enduring presence challenges the notion that canonization is the sole measure of a text's value, inviting us to explore diverse spiritual and intellectual histories beyond institutional boundaries.